flame test. Here we go.
Methanol as a source of heat to excite the electrons in some metal salts. Now basically a metal with a nonmetal makes a salt. So sodium chloride is not the only salt there is. That's the color of the burning methanol, and what we're using that as a source of heat, and it will cause the electrons, primarily in the cations, to become excited and jump up to higher energy level. And when they fall back down, they're unstable at that point. When they fall back down to energy level 2, they give off a flash of light that is equal in energy to the amount of heat that they absorb. Okay? Every element has its own set of fingerprints, okay, and that, or the line spectra. And as you'll see with these metal salts, each of the metals has a characteristic color. Okay? Lithium, sodium, potassium, and this one is strontium, and then copper. Now what you're seeing initially is just the alcohol burning until we get the electrons excited in the metals. Okay, there you can see the lithium is a reddish color, sodium is yellow, potassium is a violet color, so it's hard to tell it from the flame, but now what you're seeing, that sort of violet color, is actually the potassium burning. Strontium, that nice red, sort of reddish orange, and then the copper ion gives that characteristic green color to copper compounds. Whoa. Now this is traditionally done with what's called a nichrome wire, which is a nickel and chromium combination, and you dip it in a solution, put it in a Bunsen burner. The only problem with that is once those nichrome wires have been contaminated with any kind of sodium salt, like your fingers and sweat, then all you get to see is the sodium because it masks everything else. So this way we're doing it and we're not getting the sodium contamination.
So can someone summarize again what's happening?
Oh, I can see the violet.
Who can tell me what's happening?
Yeah, see the violet here now.
Anyone? Hold up.
It's colorful.
Well, what did we add? What did we add to give those electrons energy in the first place?
Oh, the electrons got excited.
Heat. Okay, the electrons got excited. So what did they do? They jumped up in the air. Can they stay up there?
No.
No. So they had to come back to the ground. And when they came back to the ground, how was that? How did you see the energy that they gave off? They gave. Yeah. And what's the spectrum called?
The electromagnetic.
What's that popping sound?
I heard Mr. Duran say it starts with an L.
You named a dance after it?
What?
Light.
Line.
Line.
Watch it explode. Aw.
Wow.
Line.
That was the light test.
Line.
Lines.